Now, I've been hearing people say these things a little too much lately, so here are the top 5 myths people actually believe about motorcycles. You should always try to use both brakes unless it's a specific situation where you only need one. Myth. Oh, there's a police. Hold on. I get nervy around Popo. My soldiers, rage! Dress for the slide, not the ride. The first myth that's super common to hear is that loud pipes save lives. I definitely have heard this before, and it was definitely my excuse to get a loud motorcycle, but the truth is, you just want a loud motorcycle. It has nothing to do with saving lives. I remember my instructor told me when I was in motorcycle school that loud pipes would save lives if maybe they went forward like a horn does, but no one can hear you that's in front of you if your pipes are behind you. Only the people behind you can. So no, loud pipes don't save lives. If you want to save lives, you need to put on like a neon vest or something. Okay, I see you. Come on, yep. Come on. Oh my gosh, you had it. The second myth that I tend to hear is actually pretty weird. It's that you shouldn't use your front brake unless you have to. The only way I try to understand this is that the front brake is actually 70% of the bike's total brakes. But I don't understand how that would mean to not use the front brake. It makes no sense to me. You should always try to use both brakes unless it's a specific situation where you only need one. So guess who just made a video and didn't turn their camera on? This guy. How do you feel about that? She called me a silly goose. It looks like we're going into the rain, which means it's a perfect time to talk about the third myth. Oh, there's a police. Hold on. I get nervy around Popo. The third myth is that you can't ride a motorcycle in the rain. It's absolutely not true. Of course you can ride a motorcycle in the rain. You just have to be more cautious because when it's wet, it's slippery. Slippery when wet. Rain is definitely annoying to ride in. Like sometimes if it's heavy, it can hurt. Obviously you're gonna literally get wet and you could get sticky, but you definitely can ride in the rain. If you need to take your motorcycle because your car's in the shop and you have to get to work, you can totally take your motorcycle. You just gotta beware when it's raining and it's cold, it can get icy, and I would definitely say not to ride in ice or snow. That's not a good idea at all. We're gonna be taking the motorcycle on the Ferris wheel. If you guys saw my last video, honorable mention of things all motorcycle riders understand is whatever I'm doing right here. I know you understand that. I know you understand this. Everybody got this on lock. The fourth myth about motorcycles is that you don't need gear, it's too hot and uncomfortable. While it can be hot and uncomfortable, I always recommend to wear gear. There's a saying that you lose a layer for every second you slide on the ground. So I'd rather lose a layer of gear than a layer of skin. Dress for the slide, not the ride. While you might be a little bit more uncomfortable, it'd be a lot more uncomfortable sitting in that hospital seat. Gear can definitely be hot, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. If you like to ride in the winter time or you're in a colder climate, you want to be warmer. So gear is an easy way to stay warm and stay safe. Gear can be uncomfortable, but that's kind of up to you and what gear and sizes you buy. Obviously it needs to fit, but if it's too tight, it's definitely going to be uncomfortable. And a lot of people say that gear is super expensive. You can get good gear for just a few $100, and if you're willing to splurge, you can get really good gear for more than that. While you don't need gear, you at least need a helmet. I recommend a full face, but at least put something on your noggin. I always wear gloves. Nobody used to wear gloves, but now we all wear gloves, so that's cool. She's like, I don't want to show my ashy ankles. Oh. W. Myth number 5 is that cars cause accidents for motorcycle riders. Well, yes, of course, there are definitely instances where cars pull out in front of motorcycles, and yes, it happens a lot. but often it's motorcycles that are going too fast, turning too hard, and putting themselves in danger, honestly. And it's hard to say because obviously I love to ride my bike and I love to do not the smartest of things, but you can't blame cars for the accidents that all motorcycle riders get in. You just can't. I would bring up statistics, but I really don't feel like it, so I'm not gonna. I have no idea what the statistics are, and I'm not gonna research it. Oh my. Since when? Sorry for my language, but that was not smart. It's important to remember that while cars are often at fault in motorcycle accidents, motorcyclists also play a role in safety. Factors like speeding, inattention, and unsafe lane positioning can also contribute to those accidents. My soldiers, rage! Bro, that is a OG. Oh, that's so funny. My soldiers, scream out! My soldiers, rage! Talked about how uncomfortable being on a bike can be, especially in the winter. If you want to know the good and the bad of riding in the winter, check out this video here.